The epic moments of Jungkook, Jimin, and Suga of BTS at Jin's concert plus Wendy's performance, full Fancam run Seekjin Tour 2025. No one expected that among the tens of thousands of cheering armies filling the KSBO Dome that night, three unexpected figures stood among the crowd with sparkling faces. Jungkook, Jimin, and Suga of BTS were secretly present to watch Jin's concert, sparking a big question. What does their presence at this Run Seekjin Tour 2025 concert mean for BTS and armies around the world? Since Jin started his solo concert tour in Seoul last week, the army's euphoria has not subsided. However, on the second day of the concert, which took place on Saturday night, the public was surprised by the appearance of Jungkook, Jimin, and Suga in the VIP audience area. Without any announcement, the three of them appeared wearing casual but stylish outfits. Jungkook with a black denim jacket and bucket hat, Jimin wearing an oversized gray blazer with a white t-shirt, while Suga appeared simple with a black hoodie and medical mask. Their presence was quickly captured by fan site cameras and spread on social media in just seconds. What makes their presence so epic? Sources at the location said that shortly after Jin performed Moon with aurora-like lighting, Jungkook and Jimin stood up from their seats, clapping and shouting the name of their oldest hyung. Suga, who is known to rarely express his emotions frontally, was caught on camera smiling widely while patting Jimin's shoulder. That brief moment immediately thrilled the armies in the dome and online armies around the world. Not stopping there, about half an hour before the concert ended, the stage suddenly went dark. The typical SM Entertainment intro was faintly heard before the red velvet logo appeared on the giant LED screen. Applause and hysterical screams filled the arena when Wendy Red Velvet appeared wearing a sparkling silver satin dress. The duet version of the song Best Friend with Jin flowed melodiously, becoming the ultimate surprise of the night. Wendy's performance was recorded in a full fan cam uploaded by several Korean media this morning, showing her stable vocals when performing high notes harmonizing with Jin. Wendy herself had given fan service by waving to Jungkook, Jimin, and Suga, who were standing giving a standing ovation after her performance. Armies who watched the fan cam immediately filled the comments column with praise. Wendy and Jin's voices blend perfectly. This is a dream duet. Jungkook and Jimin look like they are really enjoying it. Suga is even humming softly. The Run Seekjin Tour 2025 concert that night was considered one of the solo concerts with the most innovative stage concepts of BTS. Jin presented a visual narrative-themed Run Seekjin, combining transparent LED floors and ocean wave graphics, while performing Don't Say You Love Me. The audience witnessed the illusion of Jin walking on water, creating an emotional sensation as if breaking through the screen of reality. In the middle of the song, the screen displayed portraits of Jin and BTS's childhood, including portraits of trainees Suga, Jimin, and Jungkook, adding to the touching atmosphere. However, the presence of the three members also sparked a lot of speculation among fans. Is this a sign that BTS will soon announce a joint project after all the members have completed their military service this year? Or are they just coming as personal support for Jin? In fact, Jin's first day concert was previously attended by RM, JHOPE, and V. With the presence of Jimin, Jungkook, and Suga on the second day, all BTS members have completed supporting the oldest Hyung solo concert. Several Korean media reported that Jin shed tears when he saw the three of them standing in the audience, then held back his tears while saying, "Today all the members are watching me. Thank you for coming. I will never forget this day." The sentence immediately became trending on Twitter, South Korea, and Japan with the hashtags #RunSeokjinTour 2025 and #BTS Full Support for Jin. Meanwhile, Wendy's appearance with Jin added to the speculation of their collaboration on the next album. Fans suspect this is not just a special appearance, considering Jin mentioned in an MBC radio interview a few months ago that he wanted to collaborate with the Red Velvet vocalist. Wendy has very stable vocal techniques. "I want to be able to sing with her on a big stage one day," Jin said at the time. The second night of the Run Seek Jin Tour 2025 concert closed with an orchestral version of Epiphany. Jin sang it with full appreciation, greeted by a sea of golden white army bombs throughout the dome. As he bowed to give his last greetings, the camera highlighted Jungkook, who seemed to be wiping his eyes. Jimin patted Jungkook's back gently, and Suga stood with both hands in his hoodie pockets, smiling slightly, looking at Jin on stage. That moment became the perfect summary of an epic night that will be remembered as one of the most touching histories in BTS's career journey. Now, ARMYs are waiting for the official concert fancam and hoping that Run Seek Jin Tour will soon announce a global schedule. With Wendy's stunning performance, a cinematic-level stage concept, and full support from all BTS members, Jin's concert is not only proof of his quality as a solo singer, but also shows the warmth of the BTS family that never fades, even though they are now standing on their respective career paths. But now, let's stop for a moment and ask, did all the epic moments of Jungkook, Jimin, Suga, Jin, and Wendy really happen exactly as widely discussed? Or is this just media narrative engineering to drive our emotions and increase engagement on various digital platforms? Did Jungkook really wipe his tears at the end of the concert? Did Jimin really stand while patting Jungkook's back with a look full of emotion? How can we ensure this moment is real, not just camera framing that is cut and edited in such a way as to create a dramatic impression? Shouldn't we also ask, who is the first source to spread those small details? It is undeniable that armies around the world are so easily carried away by the touching narrative surrounding BTS's togetherness. However, how far do we criticize the authenticity of information circulating on TikTok, Twitter fancams, YouTube short snippets, to Korean media that often use sensational titles for the sake of click rates? Have we ever watched the video to the end, ensuring the context behind Suga's smile or Jungkook's gaze before writing tearful comments on social media? Today, we are faced with one fact. The K-pop industry is a global narrative machine that combines musical greatness, visual aesthetics, emotion management, to layered marketing strategies. When Wendy Red Velvet appeared at Jin's concert and immediately trended because of her fancam, we have to ask, was Wendy's appearance really impromptu as a surprise for fans, or was it carefully conceptualized to boost the exposure of both agencies? Why did she suddenly appear in a glittery stage costume, complete with lighting and choreography that looked well-trained? If this was impromptu, why doesn't it look awkward at all? These are the questions we should ponder before swallowing all media narratives whole. How likely is the Run Seek Jin Tour 2025 concert being used as a cross-promotion momentum by HYBE and SM Entertainment? Hasn't this kind of strategy long been a tradition in the Korean music industry, where impromptu collaborations are used as effective buzz marketing? But is that wrong? Of course not. But do we need to realize and understand it? The answer is yes. Let's look at it from another angle. If it's true that Wendy's appearance and the presence of Jungkook, Jimin, and Suga were surprises without any special setting, why did their fan cams spread so quickly in high resolution? Who recorded it from a strategic angle? Doesn't it usually take fan sites longer to upload stable videos with the best quality? Or have these videos been prepared in advance by certain media and fan sites that have special access? Here we are invited to think critically. Are we just consumers of news and emotions? Or are we smart viewers who are able to distinguish between facts, narratives, dramas, and reality? In addition, is it true that Jimin shed tears when Jin sang Epiphany? Or was it just the reflection of the stage lights that created a visual effect on the camera lens? Is it true that Suga laughed out loud while watching Jin dance? What if it was just Suga's typical thin smile that was captured at a certain timing and then viralized with a hyperbolic narrative? Then, if all of this is just a media narrative, is that wrong? Don't we still enjoy every second of Jin's concert, Wendy's performance, and the support of Jimin, Jungkook, and Suga, even though the narrative is spiced with dramatization? Or is this where the danger lies, when we start to not care about the truth as long as our emotions are fulfilled? The next question, and this is the most important, do you really believe this event is real? Or is it just an engineering aimed at attracting media attention and maintaining BTS's existence in the midst of the fierce global industry? If it's real, what is the impact on BTS? Is this a sign that they are preparing for a full group comeback after all the members have completed their military service? Or is this just nostalgia played to delay ARMY's longing so they remain loyal to wait for them? If this is just a dramatic media narrative, do we feel cheated? Or do we not care because in the end we still feel entertained? What do you think? Is that feeling of happiness still valid even if it is built on a half-real narrative? Currently, we need to realize that the information we present comes from various media such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and South Korean news portals. However, the truth of these specific details still requires